everyone, just before we start this week's video, thanks for subscribing and your likes and comments. It's been brilliant. Just a quick chicken update before we get on to more mini digger madness and how we actually move the chickens. Because now they're in their new enclosure. I'll show you now. I'll finish that when the mini digger goes. So then they've got this area we've put the electric fence around, and they're all fairly happy and they love it underneath the orange trees because there's all the bugs and stuff that's been dropping out of the trees. And now we'll show you how we move them briefly. They've been flying.
Flying without wings.
There you go, Mother.
They probably won't realise they can escape for a bit, will they? Yeah.
Look.
Where'd you go? God, you got freedom. I've got some new grass though, isn't there?
Yeah. Just to show you this.
They'll work it out.
Yeah.
There we go. Enjoy. Yeah. Smells over the
Yeah, I'm smoking.
You're smoking hats.
Smoking hats. Yeah, you're drinking good alcohol. No. It's on the camera.
Oh, very nice.
Oh.
A lot of bees on the lid already.
Let me just first put a little puffy.
Yes.
Yeah. So not too much puffy. A little bit here. So we don't want to barbecue the bees, huh? Just a little bit.
There's the sound a lot quieter.
Dan doe je hier een varroa check.
The middle, you can hear the hum. Food frame. Fresh pollen. The other side as well.
Healthy wax.
Yes. Nice and shiny. Yes.
Pollen coming in. Here is the
No,
queen.
yeah, I was just gonna say
Here
it.
is the queen.
There's the queen.
She's protected then.
Yeah, so let's put her back, yeah?
Look at that. She's doing a very good job. Huh?
The other side was also very full with brood. Just a little bit. So this is brood number 4.
Smaller nest. The winter bee is gonna get fat,
Yeah.
huh?
There's one with pollen.
Very nice full brood frame. Huh?
The other side as well. That's a good queen, huh?
Ja, zie je?
En hoe is het met de eten van dwarfjes?
She's being followed very fast, huh?
Yeah.
She's laying eggs, huh?
The food? Do they have food?
Fresh honey.
Fresh fall honey.
Yeah, because you live close to the mountain, huh?
Yeah. Crazy bees.
Yeah, you have a lot of fruit here in the, they give a lot of juices, huh?
Yes. Already brood.
Yeah, you see, we took out the honey.
Very nice. Here also, look.
A lot of brood. The honey bridge.
Yes.
It's massive.
Second frame, already brood. Look how big she is.
This is a slow motion shot of one of our this year's new queens. Just to reiterate how big she is huge. She's nearly twice the size of a normal honeybee. If you see her in the centre of the shot now, she is massive. Which we hope means that she will lay lots and lots and lots of eggs. Because we need lots of eggs. We need new bees. We need lots of new bees, especially for the winter. And in the spring, you know, she's a new queen, so they usually last 3 to 5 years maybe. So this is really good news.
This is the best way to do it. There's not no more. Ah yeah, very good.
This is very good, huh?
That's 8 brood frames.
8. This is about to come out, huh? See the color? It's very dark.
Yeah.
And then she again space.
White row.
Oh yeah.
You see the white row on the bottom?
Yeah.
This is eggs of the wax moth.
You have to,
So I'm gonna take the tool.
yeah, put some frames, give some frames.
Yeah.
Clean out also themselves the frames, eh? This was also a frozen frame?
No, I think that
No?
was...
It had maximum to 9 and 9. Because the bees took it out, huh?
Or did we put 2 new frames in this one today?
I don't know.
Yeah.
We did clean the top when we did the thing, didn't we? We cleaned them.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple with varroa.
You did already treatments? Yes.
Erin, hè? Die hangen er nog. Ja, dat is een good thing.
There she
Is she?
There. There. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna touch her.
I've lost her again. There she is.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, you have very nice bees.
Super heavy this one. It's a very nice food. Feisty, yeah? Yes.
Yeah, good fight.
Where are you?
Yeah.
It's a long time, so...
It's all okay. They're not gonna have to.
And here we have the lesser spotted hornet hunter.
I've got 7 so far. I can't see for the camera. Point her out again.
Here. Oh, she's
She's
going.
going
She's
through the other
shy.
side.
She's very shy.
So, while these guys are doing the bees, I'm at the front of the hives with a racket on hornet watch. I've had 5 already. Here I'm digging a water collection tank for these 2 pipes, the grey one and the black one. Come from the front and the back gutters on the house. So we intend to collect all the rainwater and build a tank here, which should be about maybe 10-12 cubic meters, something like that. Okay, that's the tank dug. It's 4 meters by 2 meters by about 2.5 meters deep. What's that, about 20 cubic meters, maybe 35-40 cubic yards. I'm going to build a wall all the way on the inside and obviously up to the level of the incoming pipes. And we're going to line it with we have some leftover pond liner. And then let it fill with water. Another reason for having the mini digger, well, one of the jobs we're doing at the moment is making the track down to the lower part of our land. We've got lots of ash trees and a lot of them have been felled by the electric company. They were big trees underneath the cables, so they've cleared them out the way. Hang on, let me turn this around. So we're making an access track so we can take the tractor down through here. Needs tidying, obviously. We've got hundreds of these huge ash trees all the way around here. I'm currently digging through this bank. into this wilderness with all our trees. And we found fig trees, and a bit further down like 25 orange trees. So there we have it. Got a track now all the way down to where most of our timber is. As you can see, all this stuff on the floor. I had to crack off half a rock, it wouldn't come out of the ground. We got all this land, an orange tree there, all this land in here that needs to be cleared. It's literally 10 foot high with brambles and stuff. All in amongst here there are lots and lots of ash and orange trees all buried here. But now at least we've got access to it all. And this was all cut down 2 years ago, nearly. And if you can see above, in the beautiful blue sky, there's 3 electric cables way up. And they cut all the timber for us, which is lovely. You just stack it up. Like this. So we have tons and tons of firewood. Now we're back to, Ewan from Frankie on the Road was just so great to have him here, doing all the stuff that young people can do and I can't do so much. So we're lifting this big heavy concrete slab, putting it into place because here is a little spring we have coming in. The concrete slab was left over from, I don't know, ages ago. So we're just going to lift it and plonk a portion of it. This is about a quarter of it. Because here where the spring comes in, I've always wanted to make a well. Like a little head wall of a spring that comes in. So I'll make it about a foot deep with pipes going into it to feed the other tank. But just a little feature, maybe put a clay roof on it to keep the sun off, etc. But we need to start adding beautiful pieces of architecture to our land, and this is the start of it. So, Ewan and I have just put this part of a concrete slab which came from further up, which I had to break up. It was in the way. Basically we've got a water source which comes in here. It only doesn't flow when we've not had a lot of rain, so we haven't had rain for like 3 months. Most of the year we get water comes in this little hole. It's a bit lower down now, through a little spring. So what I wanted to build was a little granite building with a pitch roof on it to keep the sun off, and just then we're going to run pipes to the pond beside, which we just cleared out. We call it folly, something like that. So this is the start of the deep pipeline between the lower terrace where the chickens will be, or where the chickens are, and the higher terrace where the well is. So the bottom of the well and the lower terrace are at about the same level. The problem is that the pipeline between the two needs to be about 8-9 foot deep to 2.5 to 2.7 meters deep, which is very deep. Couldn't possibly do it by hand, and I don't think I could do it with a smaller digger than what I have. Is a 5-ton mini digger, and to be honest, at the bottom where we're digging through sort of rotten granite, it's hard digging, it's hard going. So yeah, this was the tool for the job, and having Ewan as a banksman to tell me how deep I'm going, to keep the level right, etc., was just priceless. So, stop saying so. Here we have some more digger madness. We're replacing the pipe that used to go to our well. This is a new 63mm HDPE pipe, 2 meters below ground level, slowly falling to another chamber where the chickens will be, and they'll have fresh well water to drink all the time. So if you can see the trench, I'll just put the pipe in. And just now we've had a bit of a collapse. Oh yeah. Laid the pipe in to the correct level using the laser level we used to line out the chicken shed. Now, I'm going to fill it back in. I've stopped to collect a few of these stones so we can rebuild the inside of the well wall, and I'll show you what it looks like later on. So here goes, quick look into the well. It's a mess and it's a future project, but this is what I've been doing today. We put the pipeline in at this level. Yeah, there's the old one. Yeah. And this is the ground level. There's now a pipe, there's also a pipe, in the bottom, which looks like it's getting blocked up. Well, that is probably 8 foot below ground level. The one we've put in is 6 foot below ground level, a couple of meters. And this is the wall. We've rebuilt the wall back up here. Just got a bit more soil to put around the top and some more stones, another couple of layers, and that's finished. And here's the well water. I don't know if you can see the surface. Really cold. And this is what we use for all our irrigation. We don't use it for drinking water because we've got mains drinking water and it's not worth it. Plus the fact we think in here we have a friend. In fact, I know we have, it's a water vole. Hey, come back with my digger. So we've also used the mini digger to create a track up to our pine forest, or down to our pine forest, so we can cut some pine and mimosa over there for firewood. I've been scratching around right at the very bottom of our land, just investigating a little something, a future project I've been thinking about. So, and it's good news, I've discovered where I've scratched out underneath. It's just these, just a few bits I've dug out here. All this underneath is solid granite. So my big plan is, along the line of where I've dug, up to the rocks above. So you're talking, where I'm stood here, oh, probably higher than the height of the digger, probably a 4 meter high wall. And then all this land you can see here, there's just brambles and stuff and a little bit of mimosa, will be flooded with water. Give me about an acre, maybe a bit more of lake, which would be nice. It's just I'm on top of the rock now. Oh, yeah, nice wall through here. Made out of granite, obviously. We got loads of it. Might take a while. Don't tell Andrea. Here's something I've discovered, which is fascinating. This big boulder. Okay. Well, it's probably 8 foot tall. Probably 20 foot across or more. It's big. Well, here's my hand. Doesn't do it a lot of justice. I can't put it on it. Oh, look, here's my phone case. Yeah, big boulder. It looks like it's cracked in half. Well, it has cracked in half. And I thought to myself, what could make that happen? Well, so we crawl inside. And look what we have. Don't know if you can see it. So I don't know how old this would be, but you can see from this side, they've drilled down through the boulder and probably dynamited it. And the reason we think this was probably dynamited was we found out recently from a neighbour that all the land, the lower part of our land here, we found out recently from a neighbour that the lower part of our land here, they used years ago to harvest all the granite to build foundations and a lot of the stuff in the town. Today's mini digger task is to lay this filter drain across one of the paddocks, because in the winter, believe it or not, this floods really badly and it's not doing any of the trees any good, mostly orange and pear and olives. So let's get going with the digger. As you can see, it's just a perforated, flexible pipe. With basically a fibre coating over it to stop any fine particles getting into the pipe and clogging it up. So basically this coating just lets water through. Yeah, that's the whole idea. So what I decided was, instead of digging a big foot wide 300mm trench all the way, which would take a massive amount of gravel to fill back in, I just thought I'd side dig it with this bucket, basically, as deep as it would go, so about a foot deep. And then I'd go back afterwards and re-dig it with a shovel. Smile, Ewan. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching this week. We're just loving your subscriptions. We're loving your comments. Anything you can add to the channel would be great. If you need to ask a question about things we're doing, please do so. And hopefully see you next week. Bye.